Hi, my name is Joseph Brown, and today we're going to be talking about pesticides. What are pesticides? Pesticides are basically our army, but for crops. It protects, destroys, and kills anything that is harmful to the plant or crop. So, if you're a farmer, I guarantee you know about pesticides because farming is what runs this world. If you ask me, pests can be very harmful in different ways, and some are more harmful than others, but it's just what we got to do to get crops. Types of pesticides um, are or types of pesticides that prevent these certain things are for insects, weeds, grass, fungal disease, rodents, bacteria, and worms. These are the pesticides that are commonly used when farmers have to go get a pesticide. BASF is one, FMC, and New Farm are. All these are great pesticides if you're looking into getting one. Certainly, there's other factors that come into this when you are trying to choose one for your problems. Uh, there's many problems that one person could have, and not each one of these is not going to fit you. The criteria that you're kind of looking for when you're going to pick a pesticide is how long is it going to last? Is it going to last you a long term, or are you going to have to consistently put it on your crops? And if you think about it, the more you put on your crops, the more you're diluting your soil. People don't want that. You want to get the most life you can get out of your soil. And then second off, you look up how expensive it is. Because we all know money doesn't grow on trees around here. So um, how expensive is I think right up there on looking into this. And then how toxic it is to people and the environment. Some, it's like anything, some are more toxic than others, but it's just something you have to deal with and look at, and how far you want your crops to live, and just depends. There's many different ways you can apply these pesticides to your crops. Um, they all have very good successful rates. It's just like I said, how you're willing to use it. First, you're gonna look at how effective it is, because you don't want something non-effective. And then second, you're gonna see how safe it is. You don't want something that's unsafe for you and your family. BASF is one of the ones that we discussed earlier. It has on the bottle it's a 90 days that it's being effective in your soil, and the price is 218 per quart. So you're paying for something. Your money's going in a good direction. It's a good company. They take pride in their work. The only downfall about this one, in my opinion, it's very toxic, not only to you, but to the environment, to the ground, and to the air. It's per se not a very good one, but it's very effective. Um, it's whatever you're targeting, it's gonna kill it. Mm. Just like I said, the only bad thing about this one, it's very toxic, but your success rate's gonna be high. Here's another one that I like for sure better than the first one. Mm. This one is on the bottle recommended for 48 to 239 days. It's priced about 140 for every 30 ounces, and it's only harmful to you if it's inhaled or ingested in a large amount. So you really have to be, I mean, you still got to be on your toes around it, but you really have to be messing around to get hurt by this one. Uh, and this is another one that's very effective, very efficient. It's a very good product if you're looking into pesticides. Uh, this one's kind of right in the middle of the road for me. It can go both ways. But at the end of the day, you're looking how effective it is going to be and how your success rate's going to be. This is FMC. It's rated to from 2 to 29 days. It's $190 per gallon, and it's only toxic to, of course, us. Most of these are going to be toxic to us. Not all of them, but most of them are. And aquatic life. But this is another one that's has a high success rate, has good, very good stars. If you want to say stars, you can. This is another very strong opponent in the pesticide era. Nufarm is personally my favorite, but I also not a farmer. Just because it's human safe, non-toxic, and it's it's only gonna harm what you're targeting. And I kind of like that. You for sure paying for what you get on this one. This is 260 per gallon, but it's like buying a car. The more you spend on a good high quality car, the longer it's probably gonna last you. I'm not saying that's the case all the time, but most of the time, if you buy something cheaper, it's probably not gonna do what you want, and that's goes with anything. This one lasts for 40 to 100 days, and it's only in the ground and or air, uh, and or by air. Sorry, you put it on by air. Uh, the success rate is effective, like not as not very effective, not as effective as the first one we discussed, but it's effective. That's just the kind of pros and cons about this. If you want something human safe and non-toxic, it's gonna be a hit or miss. But if you go with something super toxic, it's just the the risk you're willing to take. Right here is the recommendation based on effectiveness. Like I was saying, BASF is very harmful, not just to you, but to everything around it. Um, but it's the most effective. It's has the high success rate, and if you want something good and for your money, but it's like the pros and cons. You have to pick and choose what you want. If you want something safer, it's um, it's not going to be as effective. This one has a 90-day half-life, so after 90 days, it's going to work half and half, 50%. And you can distribute this in a variety of ways. Not only there's not just one way, but several ways based on safety. um, Shinjita, or however you say, can't really say that very well. This one's safe to humans, safe to the environment, safe to where you're putting it. It's not only safe to you, but it's safe to your soil. It's not gonna pollute your soil. Everybody wants great soil. It's so hard to find great soil nowadays because everything is polluted. Not just for farmers, but for ranchers, for cattlemen. If you can find something that's not has been pesticide, that something's not ready in the ground, everybody wants that nowadays. But this one is very user friendly. Uh, you don't have to really worry about much when using this product. The conclusion, it's at the end of the day, it's why are you purchasing this product? How harsh are your pesticides? If you're continuously putting pesticides on the ground on your crops, then that's probably not that certain pesticide's probably not working for you. It could be that brand. It could be how toxic it is. It could all these factors come into um, what's gonna be the best for you. And each brand has its pros and cons. Like I said, I think they're all very good products. They have a very high success rate. It's just what you're willing to use and what you're willing not to use. Um, at the end of the day, it's your decision and whether you want to have a very good set of crops. I thank y'all for listening to this PowerPoint on pesticides, and I hope I um, kind of learned y'all something. And thank y'all and appreciate it. Have a nice day.